Friday. Thanks for getting your morning started with us here on the Q and 98 Gold, which are brought to us by Viert's Fine Jewelry, Lafayette's largest and most complete jewelry store. Over 75 years of exceeding expectations in Mid-North Indiana. Visit them at the corner of 18th and Main in Lafayette, or visit Vierts.com. Our poll question up on the Tweetville Show Facebook page asking you, would you like to go on a vacation by yourself? Today is plan a solo vacation day. So would you like to go on a vacation by yourself? If yes, tell us where. You could do so in the comments with us on the video. We're up on video now on all of our Facebook pages, as well as up on our YouTube channel. Go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All kinds of cool stuff going on there, including we posted a cool video this week of talking about the start of Tuieville. February 28th was Tuieville Day. So it is every year, whether or not the Chase calendar acknowledges it or not. I've decided it is, so it is. It's no less important than any other. I mean, look at all those days that we did today. What are we had all kinds of weird holidays today. Asiatic Fleet Memorial Day, Day of Unplugging, Fruit Compote Day. Fruit salad gets a day and the show can't get a day. Right. Yeah. So I submitted it. They never told me no, so I assumed it was all good to go. I started celebrating it. 4 years later, I got an email saying that it was not accepted as a day. No, it took you too long to decide.
Compote gets
that's what I'm saying.
What did they say? Thanks.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So, all right. So, going to do a little bit of showbiz news here. Saw this the other day, or this morning rather. Heath Ledger had a script in his bed at the time of his death. I don't know why that's coming out now. I don't know what the deal is that the script was in his bed. Okay. I don't know why anyone cares. I don't know if they're going to share what the script was. Maybe a movie that he was planning to work on.
He's been dead for what, 15 years? 14 years?
A while, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was right after Batman.
Right, I thought he was playing Joker and got stuck in the role or something.
I think that was an urban myth. I've seen a lot of things dispelling that since then. Okay. But when Heath Ledger died in 2008, so more than 15 years. Yeah. Oof.
I have no sense of time as we get older. None. And I would like to keep it that way. Honestly.
Yeah, listen.
I'm like, wait, it's how many years ago?
I get you. I'm like,
No, I'm safe to say everything's 20 years ago is what I do. 20 years ago. Meh.
As I've said, anytime I'm saying something was 30 years ago, I mean the 70s. For the rest of my life, 30 years ago means the 70s. I don't care. I don't need you to show me a calendar. I haven't lost my mind. I'm just saying. Don't
correct me, for heaven's sake.
Right.
Don't correct me.
I'm good.
In peace. Thank you.
Right. I'm totally good with living in this delusion.
Right.
There are certain things that I just feel I'm okay being delusional about, and that's going to be one of them. I'm going to decide that I think it's okay for me to be
plus or minus a couple decades.
Right. For me to be delusional about that. So, all right. So the Oscar-winning actor died of an accidental overdose, or that's what they'll have you believe. Just saying. That is, for those that don't know, Heath Ledger is where my thought process started with the Olsen twins being serial killers for celebrities. So Heath Ledger died. The cleaning lady found him. Did not call 911, called one of the Olsen twins. And then they went to the apartment and they called 911. Maybe foul play. Maybe there was some cleaning up. Maybe there were some things. And then ever since 2008, do you know how many celebrities have died? Lots. Where are the Olsen twins? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Where were they the other night when we lost a Richard Lewis? I'm just asking. I'm not getting any answers. Just saying. Don't know. So I believe that the Olsen twins are serial killers. Allegedly, perhaps. I don't even know for sure. I might be making all this up. So I'm just.
Thank you, like, nee, and then. He just fell off the cliff.
No. It's all good. So anyway, Heath Ledger supposedly died of an accidental overdose. Director Steve Gagan claimed on a recent podcast appearance that the Australian actor had other aspirations at the time. During the episode of the podcast, he said that he had an idea in the early 2000s to turn Malcolm Gladwell's revisionist history book, Blink, into the power of thinking without thinking, into a movie. But after Ledger's death, I had put a pin in it. So apparently that was the script. Heath Ledger was looking at this script to do this movie, apparently. So that's why it came out, because this guy just said it in a podcast. Was he even there? Does he know, or is he just trying to get a little bit of notice for his podcast now, or for his script, hoping it gets made now? Maybe, I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Francis Ford Coppola has put out old audition footage from The Outsiders. I want to make sure everything's kosher over here. Just give me a second. I keep getting a thing that's popping up on my thing. Yeah, we're something's going on with the.
What, our recording?
Yeah, with the microphone, it's not working right. I don't know why.
Oh,
it's
yours, mine. Do I need to bring mine closer?
Here's what's happening. The microphone is picking up our like the microphone on the camera is what's picking us up for some reason. I don't know why.
Okay.
I don't know why that's happening. So anyway, so Francis Ford Coppola has put out audition footage from The Outsiders. You're not a big fan of The Outsiders.
Mm-mm.
You said you don't didn't care for the movie at all. No. Mm-mm. I not only did I like the movie, but I saw it as a teenager.
Okay.
I'm blown away at all the stars that are in the movie, and now I've heard Rob Lowe talk about the audition process. So Francis Ford Coppola, everybody in Hollywood that was of that. I mean, everyone from, I want to say, Anthony Michael Hall, Robert Downey Jr., Charlie Sheen, Emilio Estevez, Tom Cruise.
River Phoenix? Wasn't River Phoenix?
I think River Phoenix. He might have been too young at that point. Who was the guy in The Wrestler? Mickey Rourke was a young actor then. I mean, Matt Dillon, obviously. Yeah. Diane Lane, was in it. I mean, just everybody was in this. Leif Garrett was in it. Everybody was in this movie.
Hello. I had his poster on my wall. Hello.
Hi, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
So
that made me sit up and take
notice. Yeah. So anyway, all these people were auditioning for it. And what they did was, he did it totally different. Usually in an audition, everybody sits in a room, and then they call you in and you read your part, and some assistant director reads their part back to you. And you go back and forth. He had them all get together in a warehouse with bleachers all around, with a table and chairs in the middle of the room with a spotlight. And everyone was there watching everyone else audition. And you may have showed up to audition for, say, Pony Boy. And he's like, okay, that's great. You're done doing Pony Boy. Now I want you to switch over and do Soda Pop. And I want Rob Lowe, come on down, and you're going to do Pony Boy. And Patrick Swayze, you're going to do Soda Pop. And he just kept mixing them all up. Wow. and had them all audition for everything and was filming the whole thing. So some of that footage is now been put out.
Dillon?
Matt Dillon and Ralph Macchio. That last one, Anthony Michael Hall.
Oh my gosh.
Doing Pony Boy, which ended up going to Philip Thomas Howell Thomas, Philip Michael Phillips, Don Johnson. I don't know.
Yeah.
He had a lot of names.
Yeah.
C. Thomas Howell. That was it. C. Thomas Howell. So everybody was in this movie. And I mean, they all like got moved into different places. I mean, Patrick Swayze was like the oldest one, and he was probably 20.
He was gorgeous. Oh.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a crazy experience.
Yeah.
If you have a chance to listen to Rob Lowe's book, you should, when he talks about being there. It was his first movie, so he's away from home. And what Francis Ford Coppola did was put them in separate hotels. And the greasers, like were in kind of a rundown hotel. And the socias, the rich kids, were in a 5-star, like, beautiful hotel during the making of he was like trying to like
get him into
class
character.
wars like with the actual actors and stuff. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, he did some nutty stuff there. Yeah. So and lastly, some Hollywood stuff. Cyndi Lauper has sold the majority of her music catalog. No word on how much it's sold for, but I would think for quite a bit. This is happening with a lot of the people from the 80s. This is what's caused the rift between Hall and Oates. Yeah, one of them sold and one didn't. Like sold their side of the rights or something, and the other one didn't. I don't know how that works though.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't understand it. Like, so what? Now they can use that music in commercials, jingles, whatever the heck they want, movies. And they own it, or they could charge for it again, or I don't either.
I don't understand what the problem
great
is.
Retirement plan, though, if you think about it.
Well, that's what I would think. Yeah, that's what I would think. You'd want to do it.
I was surprised because didn't we have we talked about Michael Jackson's stuff selling for $600 million, and I was like, I that just seems low to me. Not that I have $600 million in my checking account to cut the check for that, but it just doesn't that seem low? That it should have been in the billions. Like
I would think. Yeah, I would think because you're talking about having the rights forever and ever.
Right.
But I have a feeling, as weird as his dad is, his dad was just worried about making sure he was okay for the rest of his life.
But I thought his dad was dead like a decade ago, right?
Well, his dad is dead now, but I don't know if he was when they sold the music rights.
Okay.
I think he was in charge of the estate, in charge of the family.
Yeah, he looked the part when we saw him in Vegas, man. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
like
that was was definitely weird. Yeah, we were at the Michael Jackson thing at Mandalay Bay, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
which was. I'm trying to think if there was anything ever better than that. I don't think there was. Do you remember we both cried?
Then the Michael Jackson thing?
Yes.
Here's what it did for me. I forgot how much I liked his music.
And how good he could dance, which it wasn't him really. It was
hologram, but it was him that made it.
But the guy was like a pretzel. He was like a human pretzel.
Yeah.
That danced like that, and it was just a beautiful, beautiful show.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it.
Yeah, really, really good. But like I said, I forgot how much I liked his music. It made me go and get like his greatest hits CD after that, because I had been like a lot of people. Well, not only that, but he got too weird for me.
Yeah.
It was all too weird. It was all a little out there. So.
Once he held his baby over the what you call it, like out the window. Remember when he was on that? I was like, all right, there
was a lot of Cucamonga stuff that went on there, and I just
sleepovers and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of all kinds of weirdness there.
Yeah.
So I also forgot about this. John Cena's agents apparently tried to talk him out of doing a cameo in Barbie. They thought it was beneath him. I'm sorry. You know he was a wrestler, right? Like just
you need some new
a wrestler,
man. You're doing garbage commercials. Like, what do we do?
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, thinking it's beneath him is not so cuckoo for sure.
That's a him move. Thanks.
But that said, we all thought the Barbie movie was going to be a dumb movie about a plastic doll.
Yeah.
Like going into it, we thought, we're going to watch this? Really? We're going to watch this movie about Barbie?
Scenes I've ever seen.
Right. Totally different than what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. America Ferrera's scene is spot on.
But I'm just saying the pre-thinking of it.
Oh, yeah. I didn't care about it. And everybody was like, Barbieheimer, open Barbie, whatever it was that weekend. And I'm like, I'll stay home.
I don't want to see
I'll
either
be
one.
watching
Yeah,
Netflix.
yeah,
I don't care.
yeah. Although now that I saw Oppenheimer, it could have used a little Barbie in it. I'm just saying you could have thrown some Barbie in there. I wouldn't have been upset. It would have been okay if you threw a little something, anything to spice it up a little bit, just to get me through. I was gonna fall asleep. So
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT